Politics. Today we're going to be going a prediction for the U.S. House election. So as you can see here, Democrats start out with 212 seats in the either safe, likely, or lean blue rating, compared to Republicans 205 with 3 in the lean, 19 in the likely, and then 183 in the safe column. So as you can see, there are really very few competitive seats for the House. This has been for a couple of reasons. There's been quite a bit of gerrymandering that has been going on ever since Texas redrew their maps to get 5 more seats for the Republicans. And then, of course, California responded with gerrymander of their own with when Prop 50 passed that Governor Gavin Newsom put forward. And a few other states have followed suit. Utah ended up flipping a safe red seat to a safe blue seat. And then a couple others, Missouri, as you can see here in the St. Louis area, or Kansas City, sorry, ended up switching, kind of gerrymandered it to make it so that was a Republican seat. A couple other examples of this throughout the U.S. There are, as I said, very few competitive seats. Democrats would need to win at least 6 of the true competitive toss-up seats. And we can see a bit of an interesting map if we switch over to the Kalshi markets. I tend to trust the betting markets here more so than the prediction, than the polls. And with the betting markets, it has Democrats at 235 seats with quite a bit larger of a margin than the previous map had, with even state seats that are very solidly Republican, like the 2 in Utah there, ending up in the likely red column instead of safe. Those 2 seats are virtually certainly going to Republican, but there are a bit of a couple interesting instances here, and this map has shifted to the Democrats fairly significantly. The northeastern district there in Iowa used to be in the tilt red column, but has now moved to the true toss-up. I'm only seeing 3 truly toss-up districts, with that one in Iowa being one, North Carolina, as well as the district there in Maine that encapsulates most of the state. But I am fairly certain that this will be a Democratic House majority. That occurs virtually in every election, that the party that controls the executive, and in this case Republicans, control the executive as well as the legislative. So I think that both branches of Congress, so I do think Democrats are well positioned to take back the House. We can look at the overall betting market odds here with 85% chance Democrats will take back the House. The Senate is looking a bit more complicated and a little bit more of an uphill battle for the Democrats, but I've made a couple videos on those. Feel free to check them out. But House, it is looking like it will be a Democratic victory. There's a couple of interesting instances here. We can zoom in on Texas. We see, oops, didn't mean to do that. So we see quite a few seats in the Republican Party's category, which is about what you'd expect for the state of Texas. But there are some interesting races here that Republicans are worried they might have gotten a little bit too greedy in breaking up the House districts here. As you can see here in the Dallas area, there are a few that were drawn to be safe red seats, but may end up being in the are currently in the likely column. And there are a couple other areas of this throughout the country where gerrymandering has the potential to have possibly backfired for the party that was in control of that state within the state legislature. But that's going to be my prediction. Democrats will win back the House. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.